Hi, my name is Yushan. I'm currently a master's student, a GKS scholar at Sungshin Women's University, first batch. I did my language here and then I managed to get topic 6 even though I'm not entirely fluent in Korean. So at the same time, there's a bit of backstory. I actually studied a little bit of Korean back in 2018, and it's because at the time I wanted to actually pursue my degree in Korea, but then it didn't work out. I fell in love, things go backseat, so I sucked really bad. So when I came to Korea 2 years ago for the GKS, I felt like I started from level 2, level 3, so I didn't really come from level 1. Even if you're good ace topic, I feel like it doesn't really reflect how fluent you are in Korean, because I feel like that's, for me, my case. I struggle to speak in Korean a lot because I don't have a lot of Korean friends, nor do I, my class doesn't have a lot of Korean students as well. Even though that's the case, I hope these tips still help. Number 1 I would recommend is don't just memorize it based off the meaning. At the end of level 2, at the start of level 3 in your language here is to start memorizing words based on their Hansa character. So if you know Chinese, fantastic, but if you don't know Chinese, just try to figure out what each character Hanja means. If there is a Hansa for the character, it opens up a mind map, because the more words you don't know, most of them are actually connected. It's kind of like Chinese, where if you know like a Hanzi, then you can guess like the Chinese word, because I'm learning Chinese, so that's why. And additionally, don't just memorize it off the bat, make sure to memorize it in context, where this is number 2, which is do a lot of past year questions. When you do all the past year questions, you will notice there's a pattern involved, and in that pattern you won't feel very daunting. You can actually tackle it, go over it multiple times. I remember I would go over a paper, honestly speaking, 30 times. I think there were 2-3 past year topic papers. I went over it, I'm not joking, 30 times. Got used to some of the sentence structure, and the words I didn't know, I put it in those cards, the one Quizlet but physical version. Number 3 is that I know writing is scary. Writing is so scary. In my school, we could pick after level 4 if we want to go to topic class or we want to go to level 5 class. So I went to the topic class, so we used this book, and it was one of the most helpful books ever, because I remember I would be at Kyobo bookstore browsing all the topic books before this class, and I didn't even know what book to get. But this book is like I would call this the holy grail of writing for topic. I think you can get away with not even having a book. Practice reading and listening, but you need this for writing. It was so helpful. It gives multiple answers as well. I think this book is what pushed me from 5 to 6. That's how much I recommend this book. That's it. So tip number 4. Tip number 4, specifically for the GKS students in Korea, you do know that there are free topic prep classes, right? Check your Chumin Center, which is a residence center, or they sometimes have free Korean classes and free topic classes. Check for those because they're really, really helpful. Free topic classes sometimes held by the Global Village Center. I think that's what it's called. Inquire. Don't be afraid to inquire and ask when are those free classes, because make use of them. They're free. Oh, I forgot to mention, please time yourself. When you take the exam, the mock exams, time yourself. I hope you enjoyed this video for tips on topic as a GKS student who doesn't speak fluent Korean, who managed to get level 6. Crazy, I know, but I don't know if I can do it again. I'm not gonna lie, because I grinded really hard to at the time. It wasn't like I wanted level 6, but it was just I didn't want it too much, but it was kind of like, let me see how far I push myself. But I didn't have an expectation. I remember when I got level 6, fried. And then my roommate at that time was like, she was so happy for me, because she was like, girl, you were in and out of the library. I just went straight to the library. I would come back at 11, or when I have meet up with friends, I would go, but I wouldn't spend my whole day just feeling sorry for myself at that time. I just wanted to see how far I wanted to push myself, that's all. I wish you the best for topic, and please follow me on Instagram and also subscribe my YouTube channel if you really enjoy this video, because I actually really do enjoy making videos.